Merry meet and welcome to Lux Dragon Queen Magic. I'm Taylor and today is our Divine Masculine Collective reading. So whether you are here to balance out your own energies or if you're checking into a twin flame connection, there's definitely a message for you here today. With that, let's go ahead and get started. So right off the bat, we do have Sufi, my beloved divine. And as always, you may want to pause and take a screenshot so that you can further embody or engage with this energy. But ultimately today, what we're seeing is that there is this need to truly understand exactly how we can work within the love that is available to us and understanding exactly how we can find that balance, because sometimes we have to allow ourselves to become out of balance so that we can understand what it means to truly become aligned again. And so with that, this is really Spirit just encouraging you to kind of step out of your comfort zone and understand that you are always there and connected with Spirit. So ultimately what I'm hearing is that there is this need to break free of the way that you have viewed your faith in the past, and this need to truly embrace the divine for the greatness that is available to you. So I'm ultimately just saying that wherever anyone is here today, is that there is this fact that you are used to how you incorporate your faith in your life, and that there is a need to change that. There's a need for your personal daily practice to become more loving and to understand truly what that looks like and to truly connect to that source of love rather than a source of power. So moving into it then, we do have our tarot today, and we have the Illuminated Tarot. And so first coming out for us, we do have the Four of Wands coming out. So I absolutely love this for our reading for a couple of different reasons. Something to know about the Four of Wands within just the love itself is that this is a twin flame. But ultimately what I'm getting from this is more about the foundations that you've been setting. So something that's really coming forward to me is the fact that these branches actually blend together with themselves here rather than staying separate and apart. So in order to understand how you've been working with this life is to understand how your foundations blend into each other, because they are not individual wands. They are brought together for a reason. So there is something very magical and unique in regards to the work that you've been doing and how you have been setting yourself up for success. And I'm also hearing in how you've been developing yourself. So if there are certain new skills that you have taken on and you have abandoned old skills from the past, I'm hearing from Spirit that it is time to merge those two together in order to understand how best to move forward within this life. So whether this is with a partner and understanding exactly how you both have your individual strengths, or if this is just within yourself and understanding all of the strengths that you have and how they work together to create the beautiful you and the way that you're able to move forward in this world and the gifts that you're able to provide for those around you. And so then we do also have the King of Wands coming out, and then this is also the Magician. So very interesting energy that we are seeing come through. So again, the Magician is someone who really knows how to work within the elements, and there are 4 elements, so that seems to be very important right now. The number 4 is also associated with the Emperor and with that divine masculine energy. So this is really coming forward saying that you are meant to step into your power. You are meant to step into the work that you have been doing and truly become a master within it. And you are being supported on all sides. You're being supported by the divine. You're being supported by the energies around you. So if things have not been going the way that you expected them to go, I'm seeing from Spirit, it is time to release that, because you needed to become uncomfortable to allow yourself to essentially let the universe catch you, because you are right there. That is part of being a master of the elements, is understanding how when something falls, you will be able to pick it up in a different manner. And then the other thing that I'm hearing is that, again, this is a lot to do with manifestation. So whatever you have been working on, if it is not coming out the way that you expected, look at it in a different light and understand exactly how what you wanted is going to, the intention of what you wanted is still going to be manifested, even if it isn't in the direction that you thought. There's this need to release how you thought things were going to work out. So I'm seeing like you let go of those aspects of yourself and you didn't think they would be coming back, but instead they are coming back. And so there's this need to understand how your new skills integrate with your old skills. The other thing I'm seeing is that there is a plan. So whether you made this plan originally, I'm seeing that it has changed multiple times since you have become this King of Wands. And so instead, go back to when you first had this idea, when you first had this passion, and understand exactly what you expected from that passion and how you have gotten to this point now, and how that passion is still there with you and how you are still able to incorporate that and move forward in the way that you would like to. Next, we have our Pegasus. And so we have the winged Pegasus of air, number 16. So something that is so important that is coming out for this is that this is a call to the fact that you are, again, working within the elements. And I really was getting the sense of the element of air when I was speaking about this, because it seems like that is probably the element that you worked the least with. These are fiery energies, right? So you've been more focused on how the flame is working, but less focused on how the air is changing the flame and how those two elements work together. So there is this need to understand exactly the energy and passion that you're able to put into a project, and then how to let go of that energy and passion to let it come into its fullest divine form. Something too coming through is that there's going to be some significant insights that you are experiencing, and there's a lot of go energy around you right now. So, and not just passionate energy, but just a lot of quick moving energy. And so now let's take a look into our divine energy. And so we have embrace your power. This is so important because this is about the choices that you have made and how you have gotten this far. And so understanding how you made those choices and you decided to take these steps along this road, how you decided to learn these new skills, how you decided to step into this role, and how you have decided to become more loving, how you've decided to become more a part of your divine plan, and truly embracing those new skill sets that you have learned, but also embracing those skill sets that you had mastered previously, and how all of that comes together yet again to form into what you truly want out of life. So I'm really seeing from Spirit, it is time to take a pause to understand exactly what you're working on and why you're working on it, because ultimately there has been a lot of confusion around how this path is meant to move forward and how these connections are meant to stay together. And Spirit is saying that that is because you are the bridge between all of it. And so you need to understand how you are able to be that bridge and how you are able to connect those different energies together. Again, just embracing the choices that you have made and why you've made them. And then we also have reevaluate your priorities. So it's really just confirming for us time and time again that you have made certain choices, you have let go of certain things, you have made new priorities within your life, but now you're trying to hold on to those priorities that are needing to be let go because you needed to simply know those for the moment. So you're focusing on the fire elements rather than letting the air take care of the next step. So again, understanding that and 4 again is very important. So if you're here and you're not sure around like the skills that you've mastered, I would encourage you to list at least 4 things that you have truly learned and master, and try to determine how you can use those abilities and skills in your intentions and in your, I'm getting a lot of like career path, but it really is more like life path. And so whatever work that you are doing, it's so important for you to understand how you can release what no longer is serving you so that you can make room for what you are truly excited to do. And I'm hearing like you accepted certain compromises along the road and you thought that that was part of the journey, but now it's time to let those compromises go because you are again coming into that master energy and you are learning exactly what it means to be within your divine path, to step into understanding what it means to be truly loved, not just truly powerful. And then we do have a dream card to support us here. If this were your last day alive, what would you have done differently? You still have the chance to do things differently. So yes, just really echoing kind of all the things that we said here today and understanding exactly where your priorities are, where your choices have led you to, and letting yourself kind of go off kilter so that you can land on that other foot. So something that's coming forward is the fact of just how this dance is it really is about letting you take one foot off the ground and then you move your body in a certain way that you allow it to naturally fall into the ground. So knowing that your foot is going to be caught and step onto solid ground always, even if it feels like you're not doing it in the normal way of walking, you are dancing. And then we do have some positive affirmation chips for us. So we have a couple, so you may like both, or you may just like one, or you may like to take a combo from it. Okay. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Mistakes help you improve. Okay, so definitely really kind of just putting in the energy that if you have been feeling frustrated, if you have been feeling very fiery and passionate, but you have been struggling with any mistakes and not being perfect throughout this, that spirit is here to let you know that it is time to let go of the thought of imperfection, because when you make that mistake, it was meant to be made because you needed that improvement. And if you are being challenged, then that is okay, because you are still going through these changes and you are still working on supporting yourself on this life path. All right, we're going to go ahead and end it there for ourselves today. I know this was a little bit shorter, but I wanted it was very clear and to the point messages for us. So the main thing to do is just take this away and spend time to meditate and connect to spirit and source and really understand and reevaluate what makes sense to you and why. And that's going to be so important. And stepping into next week, we are definitely going to see certain improvements when we take action based off of the choices we made. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Do not forget to comment below and gain support from a like-minded community. And I will definitely see you guys next time. Blessed be.